guys, it's your girl just Naomi Ray, and I'm back with another vlog. So, excuse my room, it's kind of dirty in the background, and yeah, I kind of look a hot mess right now. You know, should I open up the window? I don't know, but anyways, so today vlog I will be talking about something me and my sister talked about last night, and it really opened up my eyes. I just been going through some stuff, and I told my sister about it, and she really made me feel better about the whole situation. So I would love to share it to you guys. So hopefully it'll make somebody out there really like, wow, I never really thought about it that way, you know? Well, I was just telling her like all the stuff that I was going through, and just how like I just been so depressed and sad for the last I think it's been a year. Yeah, it's been a year since last year. I've been very sad. Probably a year and a half, you can say. So probably like a year and a half I've been very sad. I've been telling lies to make my life be better than it really is. Even though my life is great already, I feel like some of us, we tell lies because we don't want people to know the truth about us. And that was me. I told lies because I don't want people to know the real me. I was scared for them to know the real me. So I made up lies, like my dad still being in my life. The truth is my dad is not in my life. He did come back into my life last year, but he left. But I felt like I made that lie up because I really wanted a father in my life. But to be honest, I don't need him. I have a great mom, great sister, great brothers, 2 brothers, you know. Actually, I have 4 brothers, but we're going to get into that. The other 2, I don't really know where they are, but we're going to get into that. It's going to probably be a long video, you guys. So, yeah. I have great friends, great siblings, great uncles that are like father figures to me. So, you know, I don't really need you. I don't really need my dad, you know. And I felt like I needed him. That's why I told people, yeah, I still have my dad in my life, but I don't need him. He chose not to be in my life. And that's his fault because he's missing out on somebody very great. So if your dad's not in your life, well, everybody has different situations. So if your dad made that choice not to be in your life, I would say just forgive him. Forgive and just forget about it. I know it's going to be hard to forget about it, but just forgive him, because at the end of the day, you're the one suffering because you can't forgive that person. And at the end of the day, he lost out on something great. Even in vice versa with like mom situations and stuff like that. If they chose not to be in your life, that's their fault, because they are missing out on a great person, you know? I really feel like I'm a great person, but I was like lying to people to make my life be better than it really was. Not saying my life is like hella bad and stuff like that, but I mean, like, I was like making up lies to people to be like, yeah, I have my dad gives me money, this and that, my dad's this, oh yeah, I got a boy, you know, all that shit. You know, when you lie because you want people to think that you're just like this awesome person, but in reality, I'm a freaking awesome person by myself. I don't need to make up lies. And I really thank my sister last night for really opening my eyes and making me realize that my story is awesome by itself. So I just want to share with you guys my story. You know, I'm not afraid to tell people who I am and who's the real Mai, who's the real Naomi. Yes, we're going to get into that too. How did you get Mai from Naomi? We're going to get into that too. So I'm not afraid to tell you guys the real me. I'm not afraid no more. I was, because I was afraid of how people might mistreat me. But honestly, I don't care no more. This is the real me. So let's start from the bottom. Actually, I started from the bottom. I grew up with like how many siblings? I didn't grow up with them, but it was my sister, it was me, and my 3 other brothers. So I think that was like 5 or 6, one of those. I think five, yes. We started off from the bottoms in Stockton. I was born in French Camp in Stockton. So yeah, we really started off from the bottoms. We didn't have no electricity. We didn't have nothing. We didn't have none of that. I wasn't sexually abused as a kid, but I was fondled, if you guys know what that means, like, you know, touched as a kid. And, you know, I just feel like going through all that really made me a stronger person. You know, all I can ever remember was them busting down the doors and them taking me and my sister. That's all I remember, is them taking me and my sister. I don't remember where my 3 other brothers went. All I remember was my mom telling me that my brother had went to he left before, like, he left and went to my grandma's house before the CPS can get him. So all I remember was me and my sister was in the back seat, and I was just like really banging on the windows, crying. Like, I remember this day like it was yesterday. I was crying, I was banging on the windows. I was like, I want my mom. I was like, call my dad. I was really trying to get out the car, but I was 5 at the time. I don't really remember how old my siblings were, but I wasn't the youngest. I had 2 younger brothers, Roger and Roderick. I forgot how old they were when I was 5. They were probably like babies still, because I think they're like, right now they're like 18, 17 right now. That's how old they probably are right now. So they're like really young. Yeah, that's all I remember. And I remember being taken to this like place, and then I remember seeing my mom for the first time. I have no idea why she chose me. I was just so confused. I was crying. It was like my mind was all over the place. But all I remember was coming to this house, and it was like toys. There was a bed, there was food, there was a TV. I felt like I was in heaven. I felt like I was in heaven for real. I really felt like I was in heaven. Like, that was like the best day of my life. And I think that same day, like, my mom took me and my sister out for ice cream. Yes. But if you guys are wondering, I do have 2 sisters, but I don't talk to one of them. One of my sisters, her name is September, and my older sister, her name is Adriana, but we call her Noonie. But yeah, my sister September was the one who was taken with me. Like, she was with me when this all happened. And basically, yeah, she could have still be here with me, but you know, we all had our issues. Like, nobody's perfect. I'm not trying to, you know, throw jabs at her or nothing, but you know, we had our issues. She had her issues. Like, she didn't want me calling how do I put this, my mom, you know, the mom I have right now. She didn't want me calling her mom. She got so mad. She said, like, you already have a mom. She used to pinch me all the time. You know, she was very upset. I think she was just upset and hurt. She was just going through her own stuff, and you know, but they had to take her away and put her in the foster system. I think that's what it was. Yeah. So she was in a foster home. Yeah, I can tell you guys so much stuff about my life, but it's just so much. But I think I'm gonna start writing a story about my life, because my sister made me realize that my story is freaking cool. It really is, because I was just thinking about it last night. I was like, wow, I started right there, and now I'm here, 21 years old, super pretty, and it's just like, I shouldn't be mad at my biological parents. Like, they're the ones who missed out, you know? I shouldn't be forcing. Like, I'm not gonna lie, last year, it was at a point where I really did want to know why did they do what they did, you know, why did this happen? Because I was 5 and I didn't know what was going on. I was going with the flow. I was a happy kid. I wanted to play. I played with everybody. Anybody can tell you that, but I was a badass kid too. Let's just get that straight. If my auntie Keisha was here, she would let you know. The only story she really tells to people is when, I guess when I first met them, she said they were in the car saying, "Bye, Mama." and then I flipped them off riding my bike. But then my brother Jeff was flipping me off too because he knew I was a badass motherfucker. He knew I was bad, so he was like, whatever, she does it to me all the time. I swear I was bad. Like, my favorite movie as a kid was Friday. What? Friday. I thought 5-year-olds like Barney and stuff like that. But me, I like Friday. That's the only thing that can calm me down. Oh, yeah. And The Cosby Show. You guys already know. I loved The Cosby Show as a kid. That was my favorite. The Cosby Show and Friday were my favorite. But yeah. Those are the only two, like, the only two things that I will watch and it will, like, calm me down. Because I don't want to say The Cosby Show's a movie. That's a TV show. Anyways, if you guys are, and yeah, we're going to get to the topic of how did I get my name. My original name was Myquia Charlene Callie. That was my name I was born with. Because my dad's name was Michael, so they named me Myquia. I don't know where they got the Charlene from. And Callie was his last name. You guys already know that. But then I felt like as a kid, I was pretty smart as a kid because, you know, I was thinking like, I didn't want to be associated with that name no more, Myquia, because it would remind me of my dad. I didn't want to be associated with that no more. So I also, I forgot, I also love this movie called Romance. I love that movie so much. And that's where I got my name from. We're about to get into that. So I remember in Romance, there was this girl. Megan Good. Megan Good played the role of Naomi. And that's where I got my name from. I used to watch that movie back to back to back to back. And all I remember was this lady coming to our house and she was asking me, well, what do you want to change your name to? And I was like, Naomi. I was like, I want the name Naomi. I like that name. I want that name. Like, that's the name I stuck with. And that's the name I really loved. And that's who I became. And they changed my name to Naomi Myquia Charlene Beasley. But please, don't call me Myquia. Don't do that. I let certain people call me that, but if we not close, if we not tight like that, I don't let you call me that. But I'm letting you guys know that's where I got my nickname from because Myquia and Mai, yeah. A lot of people don't understand. They'd be like, but your first name is Naomi, but they call you Mai. I'd be like, yeah, you have to really get to know me to understand why they call me that. But yeah. And then, let's see. What else can I tell you guys about me? Because I have a crazy story. Like, oh yeah. I think when it was like, I think you can say when I was like, 19, 20. I think it was when I was 19. That's how I reconnected with my family, my biological family. Some of them I do not mess with because they just bring my spirits down. I can honestly say the only person I really like love and mess with my biological family is probably my older brother, Joseph, aka Jojo. That's like the only person I really like mess with. Like, that's the only person I really love and I can call and be like, hey brother, how are you? Like, but I just feel like sometimes it's because our birthdays are like 4 days apart. So he's he's really like my god best friend. That's really my best friend. It's crazy. Free my brother. He gets out in March, bro. Yeah, everybody else from my biological family, I did reconnect with them, but I don't talk to them because I know that they're messy and they still with that same bullshit, and I don't want that over here, and I just don't want that around my family that I have now. I want to protect them, so I'm trying to keep a distance away from them, even though they don't live too far. They live in Las Vegas and I live in fucking Tracy, so that's not even that far from me. I remember the first time my sister had contacted me. She was the first one to contact me, and I was like, how did you contact me? How did you get my name? Because I changed my name. Nobody knew my name, so I was like, I changed my name, so how did you find me? And she was like, I talked to the social worker and she gave me your name. And I was like, ain't that illegal? Like, can't she get fired from that? Like, you can't do that. How can you give out my name to somebody like that? Like, you can't do that. Like, can't you get fired? She said she got it from the social worker, and I don't even think I have a social worker anymore. I don't think, because I'm adopted, you know. I already got adopted, so I'm like, why do I still have a social worker? I don't know that much, but I can tell you that, yeah, I'm still learning to let go of the pain and let go of the past. Because sometimes I do think in my room, I just be like, I'm so angry with them. I'm so angry at them. But I have to realize I just have to let it go. That was so long ago. And like my sister said, God had a different path for me. And he really did. And I thank him for that. Because I could have been in the system right now. But I'm not. I got a bed. I got a room. Like, what's up? I'm so goofy. But yeah, I just like wanted to share it to you guys, my story, because, you know, and I might even write a book. I'm really thinking about writing a book about how I grew up and stuff like that. And I just feel like I wanted to make this YouTube video to share with you guys my life, but also to tell you guys don't have to, you know, lie to people to make your life all great, because your truth is already great. You probably don't know that. You probably are thinking in your head, no, nobody wants to know this about me because this is just like, you know, that type of shit. But your story is great in your own way. Everybody has their own story. And if you just share with somebody, I feel like that person will be like, damn, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. Because Lord knows, I lied a lot just to cover up my pain, to cover up the real me, to cover up the truth about me. I wanted people to, like, you know, not see the real me. I wanted them to feel like, oh yeah, she's so great. I wanted to be great, so I lied and stuff like that. But really, I'm not great. I'm not perfect at all. I can't be perfect. I cannot be perfect. So for people who are trying to make me be perfect, I'm sorry, I can't. Because this is me. I'm Naomi Marquia Charlene Beasley. I have epilepsy. I was adopted. I was in special ed, still in special ed. I go to a young adult program, and that's my truth. It doesn't look like I was in special ed, but I'm just tired of lying. I'm tired of lying to people. I used to lie to people about how I wasn't in special ed, how I didn't have epilepsy. Well, the truth is I do have epilepsy. I am in special ed. Still am in special ed. I can't do a lot of things that people can do. Like, I don't know how to like explain it. Like, some things I just can't do. It takes me time. I learn slower than other people. I have a red dot in the middle of my brain, and that's because of my epilepsy. Like, that's just the real me. Like, I wouldn't say I'm all fucked up, but like, I do have my flaws, and I'm not perfect. I really am not. So those are those out there who think, oh, you're just so perfect and you're so beautiful. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. And I thought you guys should know that. I'm just going to start living my truth. I used to hate telling people that I was in special ed because I used to get bullied because of it. I used to hate telling people I was in special ed, but now it's like, I really don't give a fuck. This is just me. Take me as I am, or you can just go. Bye. Be gone. But this is the real me. And I'm gonna start living my truth. So, and I think you guys should too. So if you guys want to listen to more stories about my truth and how I grew up and the real me, just like leave a comment at the bottom. Please like and subscribe. And please share to your friends and family. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.